Okay, guys, let's take a little bow and wrap this package up, okay, and kind of go back over everything that we've been talking about, because it all starts to make sense now. You know, we started talking about the mass of the club. We identified what the mass of the club is. Well, it's right here, you know, the balancing point and all that stuff, okay? We understand that. We also now understand that for us to get this mass of this club out to the ball, which a lot of people say just throw the club head at it. Well, that's not really what you need to do, as we discussed, but we do need to get this mass out to the ball, okay? And the only way to do that is through the turning point. That actually throws this mass of the club at the ball, okay? So, and in doing so, you know, we use centrifugal force, and then this action right here is basically called angular momentum, which we discussed too. So we discussed a lot of this stuff in the previous vids, and we're putting it all together. And now we know how to get the mass of this club out to the ball. All right, and you can't do it by linear. What I mean by that you can't pull this shaft linearly and get the mass out to the ball, okay? And that's why that's what has made a lot of us not be able to get better sooner than what we now know makes us better, if that makes sense, okay? So, you know, how many times have we tried to pull it or push it or whatever we want to call it into the ball? We also learned that you can't drive these hands at the ball. That'd be like taking a hammer and me trying to hit a nail with my hand. Well, you can't do that because the hammer's not going to hit it. So, you know, it's the same thing with a hammer. Okay, you're creating angular momentum to hit that nail. All right. Now, another thing that we need to understand is the way these clubs are built. We're on an arc, okay? And on this arc is what we're trying to develop is a straight line on the arc. What I mean by that, well, if I'm standing out here and the arc is right here, just watch it. What we're trying to do is develop a straight line off that arc. That's the only way that you can hit that ball, is with a straight line that is on that arc. Now, the straight line can't be like this because you'd be too late. The straight line can't be like this because you'll hook the dog crap out of it. I mean, you're too soon. You see what I'm saying? We want it right in the middle of us, right in the middle of us. And that's why I keep harping on the center of you and playing your hands in the center of you, so you can actually have that arc in that straight line of that arc right in the center of you. See what I'm talking about? So if you just boil all that stuff down, it starts now to make some kind of sense. The golf swing and what the golf swing is all about. Okay? So let me explain one more thing to you that might help. You know, I said in my last vid, I said, you know, keep your hands inside the ball. Okay, let me explain that a little bit differently where you might understand it. If my hands are an extension of this club head or the club, and I've got the ball is out here, okay? The ball is going to be out there. My hands are going to be right here, but since they're an extension of that, just imagine an imaginary ball. You took a ball and dropped it right under your hands. That's the ball that you need to keep your hand path on to develop and maintain and make sure what happens is the turning point or the throwing out of this club. You can do that, okay? So the ball that I was talking about is right under your hands. It's not out here, it's right under your hands. So just bring your hands right back to that ball or just inside of it, and you will create the turning point, which throws the club out to the ball, okay? All right, hope that helped. Looks like we're fixing to get a little shower, maybe. Supposed to have my hot tub in here maybe tomorrow, so hope it doesn't rain too much so they can bring the truck back here and lift it up and all that good stuff. Okay, talk to y'all later. Hope that helped. Bye.